Oh, good. It says I'm live. Hopefully this is going to work okay. This is for Aquarius, rising, sun, moon, Mars, for love and relationships for July 2019. This is the fourth computer in 2 months. Let's see. The first computer crashed and died during the last Mercury retrograde we had. Then the second one I dropped on the floor and it crashed and died. Then I was lent one and that crashed and died. And now I'm being lent this computer and hopefully this will work. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. 4 computers in 2 months and having to relearn a whole lot of stuff with each one. At least this one has a keyboard instead of the keyboard being ripped out. So hopefully you can hear me and see me okay. If this works, then I will keep up with everything. If this does not work, knock on wood, this is going to work. Maybe I've got Murphy's Law things going on with computers. Well, when Mercury is direct, I have problems. And now maybe since Mercury is retrograde, it'll actually work. Who knows? I actually started to wonder if it was me, if I was like emitting some kind of strange frequency that was blowing out all of the computers. Okay, so this reading is for Aquarius people that, wait a minute. Okay. This is for Aquarians that are actually in relationships or have officially started seeing someone, or who live with someone, or are married, or are single, but definitely feel like you're with someone. If you are completely single and you're not in a relationship, you may want to check out the other Aquarius reading for you on my channel, which is Cosmic Vibrations. My name's Ara, by the way. And maybe that one will resonate for you more. I'm going to pick six cards. My dog's outside, so hopefully he'll be on good behavior. We got a kitten. Now to add to all of the noise factors, there you might hear some meowing at some point. I actually got the kitten to keep the dog company because the dog is so whiny. Okay, I'm going to pick 6 cards for love and relationships for Aquarius for July 2019. Go away. Card. Okay. I'll show them to you and then I'll get started. I'm just going to hit that so I can actually see chat in case anybody does decide to say something on here. All right. Here, let me angle this so you can maybe see what I'm doing. Please let this be a decent one. But I guess it's not really up to me. It's up to whatever they decide to say for you guys. Meaning your guides. Or my guides and your guides. Okay. Aquarius. Ooh. Nice. Oh, wow. Very nice. Okay. All right. I'm just going to hold them up. It's easier for me that way. So your first card for the rest of July, today's the 10th. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Pretty nice read, you guys. You have the Empress. The Empress. Major Arcana. 2 major arcanas in here. You have the King of Wands. Could you possibly be dealing with a fire sign? The 3 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Definitely going to be big Okay, this is nice and short and sweet, you guys. I mean, I may pick clarifiers to try to get more details on this, but I almost don't want to mess it up. Okay, so this is what has just happened, is my guess, or what is happening now. If you are, it looks as if you are in a relationship, because this is for those of you that are in relationships or most definitely are with someone. It looks as though for some of you, you have decided to move in together. If you were not living together before, you may have decided to expand and possibly move in together, create something together that's tangible, as in a home, a safe environment, a beautiful environment. You may also have common interests or talents and you've decided to collaborate together, as in you're both musicians or you're both writers or you're both, I don't know, something creative that you have talents with. You may have decided to combine your forces and create something together. And you may actually be experiencing an increase in abundance and money in the relationship through this relationship. Something about the two of you, you're luckier together with money or have more ease with manifestation than you did on your own. So you guys are growing really nicely here. It feels as though you both admire each other for your particular gifts and talents and abilities, and you truly appreciate each other and want to grow this relationship even more than before. You may be thinking about relocating. You might be thinking about moving to where they're at, or they may be thinking of moving to where you are. If you live in the same place, as in the same city or the same town, you may be choosing to move in together. Or this is where you can see things headed. Okay? You might be building something together or hosting something together. There goes my dog. You want to see the kitten? I don't know if you can see him. He's in the chair right now. He's black. Okay. Sorry. This whole live thing is very informal. I can't really help it. All right. So, since it's already the 10th, I'm guessing that this is for the third week of July, or from now until the end of the third week of July. And this last little bit is for the last week of July. But timing is fluid. Timing is always the weirdest part of doing readings. So with the time train, some of this stuff may happen much later on. It's hard to tell sometimes. Here, I'm just going to go shut the door. Okay. And we'll at least dampen the barking. Okay. Yeah. Not only are some of you choosing to move in together, you may be choosing to get married or choosing to take your relationship the next step to you're realizing that this relationship is probably one of the best ones you've ever found for. Something about it feels really fruitful, abundant, creative, relaxed. Very little drama here. It just looks like you ground each other out and make each other feel more abundant. It's like a feeling of backup, but more than that. It's like you can create together. It looks really nice. The Four of Wands here, you're definitely, and with the Empress, you may even be choosing to have a child. You may be choosing to have children together, start a family together, move in together, get married, something. It's official. You definitely know that this relationship isn't going anywhere. Or this is what you're wanting in the relationship. It seems as though it's very possible. You truly treasure each other. At times, I'm getting you may lose sight of what a treasure your relationship really is. Sometimes you may take this for granted, or you may start to take this for granted. No one is perfect. Everyone has faults. You're never going to find Prince Charming or the princess that's perfect for you in all ways. We're all human beings. And that being said, this is the closest fit to the ideal that you've ever possibly found before. Or you see something in this that has a sense of promise to it, like you can count on this to be what it is. I'm going to pick a clarifier to go with these two. And again, you may be hosting something together, producing something together, buying a home together, building something. What is that? Okay. I had a feeling that if I picked clarifiers, it would get real weird. I don't really know why, but let me see what this is. Okay. So there were these two, right? The empresses can be pregnancy, it can be beauty, love, comfort, sensuality, romance, abundance, and with stability, which is the Four of Wands here, or stabilizing it, taking it to another level of stability. With these two, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. So are you holding back on saying something? Or are they holding back on saying something? Maybe one of you is intending on, I don't know where this is coming from. Maybe your partner is thinking of proposing to you and you're not sure about it. Or you're planning on proposing to them, but they're not sure about it. Or there's something under the surface that's niggling at you a little bit. Or you may not be sure if they're on the same page as you, or you want this, but you're not sure if you can get this. Or you may be afraid of something or someone stealing this away from you. It's almost like you can't believe your own good luck. It's almost like with before I didn't want to pull clarifiers because I didn't want to ruin it. And I never really get that feeling. Maybe you're having a similar feeling here where you don't want to ruin it, or you're afraid of it being ruined, or you're afraid of it not being real, or having it taken away from you. This could be coming from something, maybe even some abandonment issues you have from the past, or maybe you've had hard experiences, party type situations where you feel as though your partner was stolen from you, or you're afraid and you're not saying anything about it, or you're trying to lock this up. You're afraid that if you say this out loud, it might happen, or there's something that's not being said here, or you're afraid of it turning out to be a disaster, or this is just old thought patterns that you're trying to get rid of. Old thought patterns that get in the way, and you're afraid of it. You're very aware at this time of how your thoughts manifest in reality. Maybe this is one of the reasons on why you don't even really want to admit this to yourself or out loud, is you don't want it to manifest again, I'm getting. But don't you worry, because with those two, you have another major arcana, which is the Chariot. So instead of getting lost in overthinking things, this could even be something like, I don't know, if you're getting married, this is like marriage jitters of all of a sudden thinking, will I get trapped? Or being afraid of entrapment, or being afraid the other person's going to turn out not to be honest. Or this just looks like a lot of fears and insecurities left over from old thought patterns, left over from old traumas. Because your other cards in here are so wonderful. But Focus on the fact that things are moving forward and you can move forward with what you want, but you have to be very clear about what you want and what you're aiming for, and to clear out your emotions or your thoughts and really focus on where you're headed, not where you've been, and that this relationship really can go someplace. This could even be your partner or the person that you're seeing that is struggling with a bit of this. So if it is them, try to be supportive. If they don't want to talk about something, don't press them to talk to you about it. There isn't anything weird going on. It looks like it's an internal insecurity process for them, if it's them. Okay, so this one come in. This was part of it too. Maybe you found the ideal home or the ideal situation, but you're afraid of not getting it. Maybe you've spied a really amazing house or amazing land, or you have a common dream that you guys want to go towards, but there's some internal insecurities or negative thought patterns getting in the way of you feeling as though you can have what you wish. As far as a grounded, beautiful environment or a beautiful, solid situation. But, or it may be one of you has jitters about having a baby or something. Or even car troubles in the future. There's the King of Wands, which does not have to be a man, by the way. This could go either way. It's an archetype or energy of somebody who is extremely confident, extremely creative, extremely warm and loving, affectionate, and also powerful. A leader, somebody other people look up to, a master in their creative craft. This could be a woman or a man. This looks like this is something fated. Or you're about to have some kind of a lucky, fortunate turn of events happen in the future. Let me pull a clarifier with this. I'm getting two distinct stories with this. Okay. All right. I'm just going to show all the clarifiers to you in the order that they came out, and then I'll try to make sense out of this. So, first of all, you had this for the last week, roughly, of July, or the future. Is the King of Wands over the Wheel of Fortune. Looks good to me. Then, as clarifiers, you have the Nine of Swords. You got a lot of swords in here that are negative, that have to do with your thought processes or theirs. Or your monkey mind is getting in the way. I got for someone you've been waiting on this person to come and join you. Maybe they're far away, or they're on their way to come see you, or on their way to relocate to your area so you can live together, or something like that. And you've been worried. Are they really coming? Are they going to do what they said they're going to do? Are they going to show up? Are they going to move in with me? Are they actually going to do it? Is what I'm getting. And then your second clarifier was death, which I'm going to read here as some of you may be worried that the relationship is not going to transform in the way that you need it to, or that the relationship will, because of circumstances, may end. But I'm not necessarily getting that. And it could also be saying that a lot of these swords or thought patterns that are getting in the way and muddling up your happiness need to come to an end. You've realized that you need to transform your mind if you're going to have the best results. Don't let your fears and insecurities get in the way, or past experiences muddle up what the good thing that you have right now. with that is the Five of Pentacles. Maybe you're not sure you can fully afford that house or that land, or you're not sure. I'm getting, for some of you, you may have not only combined forces with this person because there's a lot of mutual love, comfort, and romance in this relationship, but also you create more abundance or finances together than you did apart. And maybe I'm getting, for someone, fears that you're going to be left out again, or left again, or abandoned again, and you're going to be going back to a place of need, or not having a place, or this person feels like home to you and you're afraid of losing that feeling. Or you don't want to go back to being a single parent or alone again. But your last clarifier is the Two of Cups. So I'm getting a lot of this stuff is in your own head. I'm sorry. A lot of this is in your own head, or can be easily transformed if you just focus on the good things in here. And you don't want to focus on the negative things, because this relationship really is a treasure. This really is a vibration or a connection that you don't find every day. And so you want to take the best care of it so that you can nurture it and have this good, wonderful alliance. I mean, okay, let's look at it this way. Let me show you all of the positive cards you have. As far as signs here, Taurus, a Venusian person, as in a Libra, Taurus, or Cancer. There's Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. I mean, it really doesn't matter on signs. What matters is the energy. So let's show you all of your positive, wonderful cards. Not in order. There's so many of them, I can't even hold them all. So here's the first batch. You have the Empress, which is love and abundance. You have the Ace of Pentacles of a brand new, wonderful, solid beginning. This new solid beginning is growing and becoming something really stable and loving. And look, there's so many, I can't hold them all. There's comfort and ability to manifest together. You have mutual talents and gifts and admire each other. There's a lot of luck you produce together, and you're going someplace together. And you have an amazing connection. So why would you let this good fortune be screwed up? Look at how many swords are in here. By past ghosts, skeletons in the closet, old ghosts, old secrets involving. Again, I'm getting a feeling of that this is very hard for you to admit to yourself, never mind to anybody else. And you're afraid to voice it because you don't want it to happen. But this is feeling left out in the cold. This is constant worrying, stress, lack of sleep, not knowing what's going on, possibly being lied to, and feeling trapped. This I'm getting is all from the past, which is why death is in here. Death is the only major arcana with this group. And so your mind needs to transform. You need to release these things and let them go so they no longer haunt you. Because you don't want to screw up all of these wonderful, amazing things. And I'm getting you can't really. It's too good. You can't really screw it up at this point. But it's definitely screwing with your mind. And so the sooner you can let these things go and let them transform and die, the better off you both will be, but especially you. Okay. Hopefully that helped or made sense. And I shall see you soon. It's getting such much later in the month, and my schedule is weird this summer with taking care of my daughter and work and everything. And so I'm going to try to put these out on time, but I mean, I'm already late. So I love you guys. Take care. Okay. Good luck to you.